So, in continuing with my theme of self-care, I like to practice what I teach. And I just made a video about having fun and childlike enthusiasm, and I was roller skating and it was amazing. And today I felt a different energy, right? I brought myself back to that place where I was yesterday and having that fun and watching the kids go around and enjoying my time with my friend Tracy, and it's amazing. But for some reason my energy shifted after that. And you have to stop and think about these things, as I do. And I allowed myself to have a little bit of sugar yesterday, which I don't normally do. And today I felt myself tired. And it wasn't because of the physical exertion. I'm not sore or anything from roller skating. But, my body wasn't processing whatever I put into it yesterday. I'm not in any pain or anything. It's just my vibration feels a little off. And I had a really nice meditation earlier, and I did my Qigong class over at fulldistance.com, and it was amazing. But as I left there, my energy was drained. So I sat for a little bit. I warmed my body up a little bit, thinking, I do a lot of cold training. Maybe my body just needs a little bit of balance. So, but that's it, right? I'm mindful of that. I'm mindful of stopping myself. Instead of just going, I could have just easily sat down and tried to hash out and create some more content, or trying to figure out the marketing aspect, because this is a business that I'm trying to, that I launched and that I'm doing. So I decided, I'm going to go and ground. But for some reason I was resisting it. I was staying where I was, and I can feel myself falling asleep almost. And I'm like, this isn't me. This isn't my energy. So time for me to get out of this comfort zone, because I was falling into a comfort zone. And normally you'd say, well, maybe your body's trying to tell you something. Maybe you need to rest. But that wasn't the message I was getting. I'm well rested, and I feel really good. But I was just drained. I was like, no, there's an energy here that my body's not resonating with. So I really almost had to force myself to leave where I was to come to this park. And on the way, because I had warmed up my body, now I'm feeling not chilly or cold, but my mind is like, why don't we just go back and sit down? But it was my mind. It wasn't my heart, right? And those are the places that you need to get to more often on your spiritual journey, to recognize when it's just a pattern or a cycle wants to come back, to say, just sit down and don't do anything, right? Don't be spiritual today, or whatever it is. Those are some energies, right? And that's part of the duality that we live in. There's up and there's down, right? And my down's like, no, you need to spend more time with me. And I'm not feeling that. So I pretty much said, no, I need to just start walking towards the park. And so I did that, right? With no expectation. And okay, let's go a little further. And then let's go a little further. And these are the things that you have to do to get yourself out of these lower vibrational energies, to bring yourself back into balance. Baby steps. So I went a little further. Then I went a little further. I went a little further, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just stay on this trail and won't go actually to the park. And then I thought about it for a second, and I was like, no, I enjoy this park. I enjoy nature. What is trying to keep me out of this park, right? What is trying to keep me in lower vibrations? And that's what I'm thinking. And I know that that's not typical for most people, but it should be more typical, more normal, for you to question yourself, question your thoughts, question your feelings, question your actions or inactions, right? Because there may be something there that's hidden, right, that you need to address. So I decided to go ahead and address this, right? What is this? And I'm not getting any clarity on it, but I did make it to the park, and I am with my favorite tree, This is Treebeard, and I am grounding, you know, and I grounded on the grass as well, and I went and put my hands in the water, and it brought me right back. I was feeling some tension in my neck earlier, and I went and hugged a different tree back over there, and immediately, I mean immediately, my energy shifted. Immediately. Boom, just like that. I went down, I grabbed some of the water and thanked it, right? Because you got to be grateful for your environment. I'm grateful for the experience that I was in a low vibration and felt sleepy, and I'm grateful for that because it's telling me something. It's like your journey never ends. You got to keep going, and I'm not forcing myself, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you just got to go, no, I intend to do this. I'm gonna take steps towards it, and that's what I did. I just started walking, just walking, and the more I kept walking, the better I was feeling about it. And even though I got some, I had some reservations or had some blocks or some resistance, I had some resistance. I was like, no, I want to deal with what this resistance is right now. So my resistance is saying, don't go to the park. I'm going to go to the park, right? Getting out of your resistance's comfort zone, because it's not my comfort zone. This is my comfort zone, being out here in nature, and I know that full well. So I needed to bring that resistance out of its comfort zone, whatever it may be. And I still have a little bit of more work to process this, but my mood is back, right? I'm back to that childlike enthusiasm. I'm here with Treebeard, and I love Treebeard. And you might think, well, that's a little weird, but it's not. It's all energy. This is a being. I am a being, and now we're grounded together. There's no rubber soles between us stopping the energy flow, because the trees grab the energy from the sun, right? And do whatever the tree's supposed to do to bring it through its roots, bring it to the ground. It feeds the animals, feeds us, that we're supposed to be connected to, not supposed to be, wearing these rubber soles. That keeps us from absorbing this beautiful energy that our bodies need. And it can heal us, right? And we can also put our intentions to come through us and our bodies and connect down into the ground, into the earth, right? Because it's going to go through the earth back into these roots and into these trees. See how it works? We're all connected through energy. Now, what energy are you putting out there? If you're negative, it's a negative energy. That's what you're putting back into the earth, into the soil, and that's what you're sharing with other beautiful souls, beings. And if you're a farmer, that's the energy you're giving to your crops and to your farm animals. So it's time to be mindful of that. So I didn't want to bring any lower vibrational energy here. So when I came here, I didn't take my shoes off right away. I grounded myself with the water, right? Water is mutable. Water is real energy. I asked that water to heal my energies. And then I hugged a tree, and then I just was mindful with a hawk or something that was squawking, And that's what you have to do. You put yourself into the position of good vibrations, right? By becoming aware, releasing whatever's there that's not you. And you really have to intend to say, no, whatever this is, I'm grateful for the experience, but I choose not to experience this, because it's not me. It's not how I want to be. It's not how I want to show up to this beautiful forest, or this, I call it the forest. It's just a trail, but it's beautiful, and I didn't want to bring that energy here, right? Although you can intend to ground that energy here and let Mother Gaia heal it, but you have to intend that. You can't just come in here and take your shoes off and be angry and throw that energy down into the ground. No, you have to call in the divine light. And I always called in the white light of the divine through all my chakra systems, starting with my crown and my throat, my third eye chakra, to my throat chakra, and to my heart chakra, my solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra, and I send that energy, that white light, all the way down out of my feet, down into the ground, right? By the time you get that divine light in you, your energy is different. Now you're sending that beautiful, positive, divine energy, right? And that's what symbiosis is for me. I'm symbiotically connected to everything that's around me now. This tree, the ground around me, the water, the birds, whatever else is around here, lizards or flies, dragonflies, if there's any fish in the water. I'm one with this, but you can be too, but you have to really be mindful of the shifts in your energy. And if you don't want that energy to be there, do something, take a baby step to get yourself out of it and get yourself to a place that's going to bring you happiness, that bring you this positive energy, right? Regardless of where your energy is, you can come to that place and ask that beautiful place, those beautiful beings around you, to help you transmute that energy so that you can revert back to the energy you want, to be one with these beautiful souls, right? And be one with yourself. You have to take that time, right? And as I'm making this video, I'm getting beautiful energy surrounding me, and now creative energies flowing through me, whereas before I felt a little stuck and I wasn't putting anything pen to paper, or I wasn't typing it in my computer because nothing was coming. I was stuck. And now I'm allowing all this beautiful energy to flow through me, which is going to help me create something. I don't know what it is yet, but I am feeling creative now. And I know that I shifted my energy. And it took, I don't know, all of 15-20 minutes, getting me from a state where I didn't want to leave where I was. I wanted to mope around, and maybe not mope, but I just wasn't feeling creative. So I brought myself to the spot little by little, right? Fighting the resistance not to do it, getting out of my resistance's comfort zone, and it brought me to a place that brings me total peace and comfort, where I'm one with every being that's here, and I feel it, and I know it, and it's a beautiful shift. So I really encourage you to be more mindful of those shifts in your energies, right? The lows and the highs. First, identify what you did to get yourself there, because we put ourselves there. And I really believe it's a sugary snack that I had yesterday that, I just teach myself all the time that even that one little time that I allow it, I'm going to pay a consequence for it, right? There's a cause and effect. So what are you causing an effect for yourself that's keeping you out of your spirituality, out of your high vibrations? Because it is inevitably something that you chose to experience. So I chose to experience being in that lull, right, because of the choice I made previously. That was the cause and my effect. Very mindful of it, very aware of it. I chose to shift it, and it took a little oomph to do it, right? I had to get myself off the couch or the chair, the love seat that I was in, and said, no, let's just open the door and go outside. All right, now let's walk this street. This is going to lead me to the park, but I'm resisting it. So we're not going to the park, we're just going in that direction. And as you keep going, then you start shifting that resistance and saying, no, I know that I want to be there, and I know what I'm going to do when I get there to get me back in high vibes. And for me, it's grounding. So I encourage you, wherever you are right now, if you're in an office building or something, take off your shoes and just, for a few seconds, just have your feet grounded without the soles of your shoes, right? It doesn't have to be in a park. It can be on your rug, in your carpet, wherever you are, on a wood floor. But the intention has to be that I just want to, whatever's not in alignment with me now, I want to push that energy out through my feet and give it to Mother Gaia with love and respect and gratitude. Help me transmute and heal it. And if you're lucky, if you're fortunate enough to be able to go outside, do it outside, right on the ground, right? That's how you can shift your energies, because nobody can do it for you. There's no magic pill that you can take that can be prescribed by a doctor. There's no advice that a guru can give you that's gonna, magically change your mind. It comes from you. It comes from your heart and balance with your mind, right? Sometimes the mind is way ahead and there's no balance there. And when those times come, you know it right away, because something's not right. And you want to blame something else, take a look in the mirror. It's you. This was me. I'm grateful to share it. I hope it inspires you to take action and do something about it, as I have. And I continue to do so. And I'm going to take this beautiful new energy and I'm going to bring it to wherever I go next, to all the people that I'm with, and whatever with my computer, right? Because you give that positive energy too. To my phone, I'm giving positive energy, because I don't want the 5G EMF stuff in me. So I don't consent. I send it away with love. But I can be on this phone and I can use it for my purposes without receiving any of those negative EMFs, because I don't allow them. So stop allowing things, right? Make wiser choices and see if those choices were wise, right? Did something come out of it? What was the effect of me choosing that? And then decide, I don't want to experience that again, so I won't do that again. That's as simple as it has to be. So keep it simple, folks. KISS, keep it simple, but kiss yourself. Keep everything simple for yourself, and you'll just find that this is an amazing journey, an amazing experience. So enjoy the ride, my friends. And as I am, have an amazing day. Much love and blessings. And if you still feel that you lack the willpower to resist staying in your comfort zone, right? And getting out of your comfort zone, I can really help you with that. I have a lot of experience with taking, action steps, and I have a lot of things that I can use, a lot of tools that I can share with you on taking those steps, right? Because it's all about taking baby steps and gaining the courage and the confidence and the strength and trust in yourself, to have the will to make whatever change in your life you wish. You have to start somewhere. Start with the will to do it, and then learn how to manifest things into your life the way you want them to be, because you can. And I can certainly help. Here's a link to my website. Check it out. Schedule a free 30-minute decompression session with me so we can talk and see how what I've done for myself and what I've done for other clients can also help you gain the courage and the strength and the will to create the life that lights you up.